not just a Toyota Bluegrass Stakes winning trainer with Art Collector. He's also an advisor to Second Stride, our latest foundation, which we focused our last of the TAA accredited foundations. And Tom, before we talk Art Collector, let's talk Second Stride. What exactly is the goal of the organization?
Well, it's to try to place as many horses into good quality homes as we can. Second Stride's more of a rehoming or retraining program, if you will. They take these race horses when they're finished racing. Some of my horses have ended up doing things that I never considered. Show horses, event horses, dressage horses, mounted police, polo horses, barrel racing. Some of these horses, they've still got a lot of life left to them when they're finished racing, and they go on to second careers and be very, loving homes, and they're very successful. So it was, Second Stride was the vision of Kim Smith. She started it over 15 years ago with the idea of helping a few local guys around Churchill Downs, and now it's grown into, I think they place over 100 horses a year, and it's just a great program. I'm honored to be involved with them.
When you talk about the roles that they take on after the racetrack, and you mentioned some of the roles that they do and the various roles that they end up in, do you have an idea of what a horse might be suited for, having been around them? Do you analyze them? How do they get from point A from the racetrack to point B in their second career?
Well, I think that's where some people like Second Stride come into play. They, a lot of trainers, they don't have the resources, or they don't know the people that might be involved in some of these different industries. Whereas, Second Stride steps in, they do an evaluation of each horse that goes into their program. They decide where they think it's going to fit best, and then they try to move it into that career. And they've got the contacts and the connections to be able to do that. It's a not-for-profit program. It's run strictly by donations, and it's one of the good things that's happening in horse racing right now. Over the last 10 years, it seems like horse retirement's become more important, or more focal, if you will, and Second Stride, they were going at it long before that. So it's a great program.
And not only you, but Art Collector and Brian Hernandez Jr. have a tie to Second Stride through jockey pants. What's the story behind these jockey pants, and how it's going to tie into this year's Breeders' Cup?
Well, we had asked Brian before the Ellis Park Derby if he didn't have a sponsor, if he could represent Second Stride, with the idea of the pants being auctioned off at their Derby fundraiser. Of course, he agreed. The horse won the race. The pants were auctioned off. A nice lady named Jenny Harris purchased them, had them framed. They were hanging on her wall. So Brian calls yesterday, says, hey, I don't have a sponsor for the mile. Do you want me to wear the Second Stride pants again? Well, that'd be great, but we don't have them. So he says, no problem. He says, I'll order a pair. That'll be my donation to Second Stride this year. We couldn't get the pants back by Saturday. So we ended up reaching out to Miss Harris. She's going to take Brian's pants out of the frame, and we're going to be wearing them again on Saturday. So hopefully they'll bring us the same result we got the last time.
Always nice to have a tie into a previous victor, and that being the Run Happy Ellis Park Derby. Before we let you go, how's Art Collector doing, and what are your expectations going into the dirt mile?
He seems good. We arrived yesterday morning. They were kind enough. They put us next to Al Stahl in the barn, who's a big lifeline of mine anyways. And, we're just glad to be here and glad to be a part of it. I expect him to run well. He seems like he's training well. We'll send him out after the break this morning for a little routine kind of gallop, but everything seems to be good.
Always great catching up with you, and we appreciate the fact that we've been a part of this, a small part of this journey with you, with Art Collector, Bluegrass, and now hopefully an end result would be a win in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for having me.